We all use calendar in our daily life. If you go to the meetings in office, we open the calendar and see a bunch of list of meetings and everything. Calendar is part of our life, but are we really using the calendar well for our purpose, or is it somebody else's tool for our time? Why do we use calendar in first place for meetings? If you want to set up a meeting with me, you will send me a calendar invite. If I want to set up a meeting with you, I'll send you a calendar invite. I am basically doing is, I am taking your time and saying I need your time. But at the end of the day and at the end of the week, sometimes we think, did I live for other people's time? What did I do? I have days where I walk to the office and I look at all my calendar and I ask myself, what am I going to do today? I'm getting paid to attend meetings, or am I paid to get work? So today's speech is about how to really optimize your calendar to make an improvement in your productivity, not just your office work, but those dreams that you're working on. Those things that you really want to do as a hobby, or you may be trying to get a new job, or you want to get an advancement in your current career, where you will do not just what your colleague is doing, but even beyond that. When you are at that level, you need a different strategy to manage your time. So let me go to the calendar. For now, I want you to think about one thing that you are all working for, maybe for next 6 months, that is something that you really want to accomplish in your life. Is that a new job that you want? Or is that a career change within your company? Or you want to start a new business? I'm going to give you like 5 seconds, and I want to think something in your mind, because I want to have that when I go through the remainder of the speech. So just think about a goal or dream that you have, that you really want to achieve in your life. I hope you all have got it. Now, if I parachute into your life, if I come to your life and I ask you to open your calendar, can you show me that in your calendar? If that answer is yes, voila, great, you are doing well. If answer is no, then today's speech is just for you. Because what happened is, during the day, we gave our time to somebody else for meetings that we forgot to have the time for us. Calendar is not just for meetings. Calendar is just to put things where you are saying that this time is important to me and I'm going to work on it and I don't want interruption. That is a meeting with you and your future self. It's not a meeting between you and your colleague that you typically do in an office space. It's a meeting between you and a better you. A you that you want to see yourself 6 months from now or a year from now. That's a contract that you are making when you are having the block time of calendar. In calendar, there are 2 things that you need to master, and I will go one in basic and one little more deeper. First is, it's a sense of reverence for life. A calendar is a tool, like any tool. If you really want to use it well, you need to really know that time is a sand grain in your life that's slipping out of your life every single day. And you have to approach a calendar as if it's a life tool, because what we have is amount of time that will no longer we will get back. So we all want to make so much money, right? So if you want to make, say, $200,000 and we have 40 hours per week, assumption is that you take 2 weeks vacation per year, you have almost 2,000 hours in a year. If you just divide your time by 200,000 by 2,000, it's roughly around $100 per hour, right? So if you reduce the amount you work, the number of hours or the dollars per hour go up. Now the question is, are you really using your time worth $100 per hour or $200 per hour? Or are you doing things that can be delegated to somebody? Does your calendar have things where it can be done by somebody else for $5 per hour, and then you should be focusing on things that are $100 per hour? If that answer is no, then that's where you can rethink how you can use the calendar once again. So that's the attitude piece. Now I want to go to the main thing, which is a tactical piece. which is the first question I said about the block time, where you have it in your calendar at specific time you put for your dreams. So tell me about, like, it's about me. Like, so what I do is every Sunday I look at my dreams, I look at my goals, and I sit down and I fill my calendar first. I open my calendar and say, like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm going to work on writing. Like evening 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm going to work on my next speech. It's all there in my calendar. If you stop me today, if I show you my calendar today, you can know my dream. So your calendar becomes the manifestation of your dream. If there is a disconnect between your dream and your calendar, that's the first thing that you can make an improvement in your productivity life. So going deeper, I would say as an action items, how will we take these things into more tactical, like an actionable steps? First, before anybody schedule time in your calendar, you schedule time for yourself in your calendar. If there is any dream that you have that's important to you, that's something that you really want to work on, have that first in your calendar. And have it in places where you don't get distracted. Like, for example, for me, I have a gym trainer twice per week. It's in my calendar. It means that I have an agreement with him and me. But it's not a meeting. It's a work where I'm working on myself. It's my dream. It's not really his dream. So that's okay. If your calendar have other people invite, which is also involving other people, but it's your dream is fine. But else you will live your life living other people's agenda. And at the end of your life, you would have lived to make somebody else's dream successful, and your life would have just slipped out of your life. Finally, one more thing I would like to say is, when you have this calendar block in your office, have a slot which is allocated for your work time, and then say no to extra meetings. If there are meetings that is coming up in your calendar that's taking that time that you really want to do, talk to your manager, talk to your superiors, because you need time in your calendar to work for yourself. If you do, you will end your life happy because you used one of the most precious things that you have ever had, time. Thank you.